My family, Prince Harry, any time from now, will be arriving in the UK for the Well-Child Awards. Any time from now. And before that happens, already other revelations are coming out about what happened during the day the Queen passed away. What happened behind the scenes before the Queen passed away? And my family, horrifying things happened before the Queen passed away. Meghan was subjected to enormous cruelty. But my family, clearly, it was not just Meghan. For a long time, apparently, it seems that the Queen was very, very ill. Which means that someone else was basically running things. And that person was not Queen Elizabeth II. That person was Charles and Prince William, mainly Charles himself. He was running things. My family, have you ever wondered what pushed for the Queen to be able to say or issue that statement saying, and I quote, that in the fullness of time, that she would like it if Camilla became the Queen consort. That is what she wanted, for Camilla to be the Queen consort. That's what her statement said. But was she even the one who published that statement, who authorized for that statement to be released? Anyway, scratch that. Regardless of what she said, still, Camilla is not called the Queen consort. She is now called the Queen. Queen Camilla, not Queen consort Camilla. And my family, and yet, you don't hear from the carnival or so-called expert, oh, Charles disrespected the late Queen's wishes. You don't hear that because Charles made his own deals with the UK tabloid press. That is what Charles did. And Camilla did that herself. For her to get to be called Queen Camilla. And you won't hear the tabloids or the carnival or so-called experts going on TV to say, Charles, you are showing enormous disrespect to your late mother's memory by refusing to follow her wishes. She did not want Camilla to be called Queen. She said Queen consort, not Queen. You won't hear that. You won't. And my family, I'll talk about more on what happened before the Queen passed away. For now, let me start with what happened to Prince Harry and Meghan before the Queen passed away. What happened to Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Basically, here is what is being said. My family, before I read you what happened, let me just say this. What has Meghan done for her to be poorly and appallingly treated by both Charles and William? What has she done? Because if she had done something so bad, make no mistake, you would have heard about it. I would have heard about it because the royal family always leak stuff to the press. But once again, they are leaking of just how much they don't want Meghan Markle. That's what they're busy leaking right now. Days before the anniversary of the late Queen Elizabeth II's passing. That's what they're doing. My family, let me read you this. Back in London, Prince Harry and Meghan had touched down in the UK a few days earlier, attending an award ceremony called the One Young World Summit in Manchester on Monday, September 5th. My family. On Tuesday, as the Queen was fulfilling her duties for the last time, Harry and Meghan flew to Düsseldorf to kick off the one-year countdown to the Invictus Games, spending less than 24 hours there because on Thursday, Prince Harry was due to attend the William&Charles Awards in London. And Kate and William, who had just moved to Adelaide Cottage, their fourth home on the Windsor estate, were thus living a stone throw away from a cottage. The then home where Harry and Meghan would stay. They were focused not just on trying to avoid running into Prince Harry or Meghan between Johns around Europe, but also they are saying they were trying to get their kids settled into their new local school. And the papers already were creating drama surrounding William, Harry, Kate, and Meghan. The usual. My family. And on Wednesday afternoon came the first tangible hint that all was not well. The palace quietly announced that after the full day on Tuesday, Her Majesty, the late Queen, would not attend a virtual Privy Council meeting that evening. But the Queen had got into the habit of cancelling all but the most important engagements, and so the news slipped by almost unnoticed. And a well-sourced report in The Guardian said that Simon Case, Prince William's guy, the cabinet secretary, who had been embroiled in so many scandals, and also has contacts with Prince William in particular, having been William's private secretary, was tipped off about the Queen's imminent demise. But some members of the family did not act in a way that suggested or implied they were concerned. They did not. Notably, even rushed to Balmoral, as might have been expected if her health was perceived to be in grave peril. And also, an alternative theory, which some insiders have said, is that the royals knew fully well that she was about to die. But their chief goal was not being there at the moment of death, but to avoid creating speculation and a media panic. Hence, keep calm and carry on. That's what they're saying. And yet, most sources agree that things happened pretty quickly. And the Queen's daughter, was already at Balmoral, but she was the only member of the family with her mother on Wednesday evening. She would leave the property on Thursday morning before hastening back. And Charles was staying in Scotland, 4 hours away by car at Dumfries House, where he and his wife Camilla were hosting NBC's Jenna Bush Hager, who was due to record a TV interview with Camilla the next day. It would have been easy enough for him to head over to his mother's that evening if anyone really thought the end was nigh. If he had any inkling of what the next 24 hours would bring, he hid it well, as Jenna Bush Hager's account of the dinner, which Camilla was unable to attend due to a so-called delayed flight, makes clear. And she told Hoda Cobb on the Today Show, and I quote, that it was a lovely meal. And Charles first said, "My darling wife was so sad not to make it." And I just loved that, she said at the time. And Bush said she turned to her husband, Henry Hager, who was also at the dinner, and asked, "Will you call me darling wife from now on?" And Bush said, "We had a wonderful evening filled with conversation that felt joyful." And everyone appears to be relaxed and happy, going to bed on Wednesday night. The Queen is ill, and they have rushed off to be with her. And by Thursday morning, however, one other sign that something was very wrong came when a Royal helicopter was dispatched from Windsor at 6:48 a.m., apparently to collect Charles and whisk him to Balmoral. Charles was the man in charge. He was the guy in charge. My family. And according to reports, Charles was photographed getting on the chopper, which then touched down in Balmoral at 10:27 a.m. And Bush Hager, possibly jet-lagged, implied it was later. The next morning, we were setting up the interview, she said. And the interview was supposed to start around 2 or 2:30. I was supposed to meet with the now Queen Consort around 1:30. And at 12:30, we had sort of running up and down the halls. Their team came in and said, "Can you please be quiet? There's a call. We were right by Charles' office. They said he is on a call. Can you please be quiet?" Then all of a sudden, we had a helicopter. Bush Hager was then told that Camilla had to postpone the interview. And they said the Queen is ill. And they have gone and rushed off to be with her. We just said our hearts are with them. And despite the discrepancies in the timing, it's clear that the downturn in the Queen's health overnight was dramatic and also sudden, and set off an urgent chain of events. As the gravity of the situation began to dawn, key government and established figures were told the news, and shortly after 12 noon, notes were passed to Truss and also to Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the opposition Labour Party, in the House of Parliament, telling them the Queen was unwell and they had to leave the chamber. And at 12:32, Buckingham Palace said, and I quote, "The Queen's doctors are concerned for Her Majesty's health and have recommended she remain under medical supervision, and the Queen remains comfortable and at Balmoral." Later on, the BBC's Hugh Edwards, dressed in a black tie, announced the news to the general public. And Buckingham Palace announced at 12:50 p.m. that William, Andrew, Edward, and Sophie were on their way to Scotland. And things should have now have moved at dizzying speed with a military jet laid on to whisk the royal party to Scotland, reportedly due to take off at 1:30 p.m. In the event, however, it did not take off until 2:40 p.m. A source in the military said that the delay was caused by a row within the family, who are outraged by a suggestion by Harry that he and Meghan wanted a spot on the plane. My family, now here is what Prince Harry said. Prince Harry said he had contacted Prince William, asking William if what are their plans to get to Balmoral. That's what Harry said. My family. But in that entire day, what they were doing was busy leaking negative stories about him and Meghan Markle. That's what they were doing, my family. And when they learned that the Queen was ill, here's what happened. Prince Harry and Meghan had no choice but to cancel their attendance at the William&Charles Awards. And upon Charles learning that Harry was coming with Meghan, he called Harry quickly and told Harry, Harry, don't come with her. My family, I believe Prince Harry even covered that in his memoir. That Charles told him that he was welcome in Balmoral, but don't bring Meghan. My family, that's what Charles basically said. And while he said what he said, he was being very much disrespectful towards Meghan Markle. My family, here is what Harry said, and I quote my family, from Harry's own words. And I quote, the next few days were given over to a whirlwind work trip. Manchester, Dusseldorf, and then back to London for the William&Charles Awards. But that day, September 8th of 2022, a call came in around lunchtime. Unknown number. Hello, it was Spa. Granny's health had taken a turn. She was up at Balmoral. Of course, those beautiful, melancholy, late summer days. He hung up. He had many other calls to make. And I immediately texted Willie to ask whether he and Kate were flying up. If so, when and how? No response. Meg and I looked at flight options. The press began phoning. We could not delay our decision any longer. We told our team to confirm we'd be missing the William&Charles Awards and hurry up to Scotland. Then came another call from Pa. He said I was welcome at Balmoral, but he did not want her. He started to lay out his reason, which was nonsensical and disrespectful. And I wasn't having it. Don't ever speak about my wife that way. He stammered, apologetic, saying he simply did not want a lot of people around. No other wives were coming. Kate wasn't coming. He said, therefore, Meg should not. Then that's all you needed to say. Harry then told Charles. My family, let me just pause there for a while. My family. Because Harry and Meghan were shown enormous disrespect. Especially Meghan Markle. And yet they wonder why Meghan won't attend or come to King Charles' coronation. In fact, even, I believe the palace was angry. Not angry, happy. Happy that Meghan was not coming. In fact, even their statement said, we are pleased to announce that Prince Harry will attend Charles' coronation. Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet won't come. They were happy to announce that. They were happy to announce that. And I've always said, when that happened, it gave the tabloids and the firm hope that there's a chance they can get Harry back. It gave them hope, my family. It gave them a sense of hope. You know, imagine you're Meghan Markle. Just imagine it. And then time and time again, you see how the royal family, Charles even, the king, constantly shows you enormous disrespect. Shows you enormous disrespect. It's like, you can't come, but Harry can come. My family, I keep saying that when they do that, it doesn't just hurt Meghan Markle. It creates a divide, a rift between Harry and Meghan. That is what it does. But my family, it only creates a rift. Let me just say this, my family. It only creates a rift, a divide between Harry and Meghan, only if Harry basically sidelines his wife to please the royal family. That's the only way it creates a rift. And my family, when Harry came to King Charles' coronation, I remember the announcement. I remember how even members of the squad online were upset, were angry really, that Harry was coming to King Charles' coronation, my family. I remember, Susie, Q, they were upset that Harry was coming to King Charles' coronation. I also was upset, my family, personally. And my family, when they do that, let's say they're like, okay, we want Harry. We don't want Meghan. It shows enormous disrespect to the mother of Harry's kids. That's what, it does. My family, it can only cause a rift. Let me just say that it can only cause a rift if Harry himself sidelines Meghan. That's the only way it causes a rift. Now, I don't believe that Meghan was happy about basically what happened, first of all, from what Charles said about her to Prince Harry to even, the coronation. I don't believe that she was happy about basically what happened. But I'm sure that Meghan respected the decision that Harry made. I'm sure that Meghan respected his decision, my family. And my family, basically, ever since, Meghan Markle did not attend King Charles' coronation, UK media have used it as one of the reasons to claim that, oh look, all ain't well between Harry and Meghan. And my family, we all saw what happened, with Harry and Meghan dancing at Beyonce's concert. That destroyed all the lies from the UK media, who have been lying that Harry and Meghan are living separate lives, my family. And one of the reasons as to why they've been saying that, all ain't well between Harry and Meghan is because Meghan did not come to King Charles' coronation with Harry. That's what they have been basically using as a reason. For my family, why would Meghan go to King Charles' coronation when all she has been shown is enormous disrespect? Why? Why would she? Why would she? My family. Even the media keeps wondering, why is Meghan not coming to Britain? But they never ever even use this as examples as to why Meghan won't come to Britain. Of how Charles was disrespectful to Meghan Markle. He must have abused Meghan Markle on the phone while talking to Prince Harry. He must have done that. But it is not just him. William must have called Charles and told him, tell him not to come with Meghan Markle. he must have done that. My family, just kindly hear this of what William even is leaking. Now, Harry said in his memoir that he texted William asking if he and Meghan could get a lift with him to Scotland. William would not answer. And a friend of William has gone mouthing off to the media saying this, and I quote, that it was insane, saying that Harry and Meghan had slagged off the entire royal family, calling them racist. No, I wish Harry and Meghan had called them racist. I wish. And then William, through his friend, is saying that Harry had betrayed William, and he was holding the memoir published after the Queen's death, and also the series on Netflix over them as well. That's what they're saying. In William's mind, it's like, how dare Harry speak up and tell the world what I did to him and Meghan? How dare he? At the same time, William is confirming why Harry did what he did by going to spew nonsense to the media, attacking Harry and attacking Meghan Markle. And why does William do this? He does this because for a long time, he has been protected by the palace. He has never ever been vulnerable. Never in his entire life. I mean, let me use an example of my family. Let me use an example that has to do with Prince Harry. When Harry and William were just teenagers, Harry and William would both drink. But the press would put Harry on the front pages, portraying him as a drunk. And yet William would also drink. But William, his face was kept mostly off of the front pages. Mostly. William would also take drugs. But it's Harry who my family, they fully focused on. One other example. Prince Harry wore a Nazi costume, which was told to do so by William and Kate Middleton. Harry did something wrong, yes. He did something wrong. But William and Kate played a huge part in him doing something wrong. Harry took the flak, got so much backlash because of what he did. But William and Kate Middleton went out scot-free. Nothing happened to them. For a long time, Harry has been his scapegoat. For a very long time. He is used to it, my family. But what he is not used to is seeing Harry fighting back. Is seeing Harry saying, it's William, not me. He is not used to seeing that. And that's why he's angry. That's why he's pissed off. William ain't okay with Harry and Meghan fighting back, responding to the lies he has spread about Harry and Meghan. William ain't okay with that. But he is okay with constantly smearing Harry and Meghan to the media, to tabloids. He's okay with that. William is so full of hypocrisy. So full of hypocrisy, my family. And when you ask them, what has Meghan done that's so bad for you to treat her so appallingly? Family, you never get an answer. You can only see why it's happening. Meghan's race. Also because Meghan, my family, is the woman that Harry loves. And William can't stand seeing his brother happy and in love. He can't stand seeing that. Remember, in Harry's memoir spare, Harry would tell William of his dreams. That he would like to join, he and Kate Middleton, doing the job together as a team. And he's hoping that he'd find someone, he'd be in love with someone. And William would tell Harry, Harold, it might not happen, and you must be okay with it. Okay with what? Being lonely, being unhappy, being sad. You must be okay with it. Being lonely, being sad. And also, this nickname, Harold. I never heard of it, my family, until Jeremy Clarkson referred to Harry as Harold, as he abused Harry's wife, Meghan. And clearly, we are being told William used this nickname oftenly. My family, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. You know, I'm pretty sure Jeremy Clarkson did what he did with the full consent and blessing of the royal family. From Camilla to William, he did that with the full consent. And no wonder, even when members of parliament condemned his vile article targeting Meghan Markle, the royal family kept quiet as they continued to enjoy watching Meghan be abused. My family. All because Meghan is a woman of color who fell in love with a white prince. My family, in Jeremy Clarkson's vile column, it's clear what his problem is with Meghan. Meghan's color. The fact that Meghan is biracial. The fact that Meghan is a woman of color. His vile column clearly showed me that because I saw that column, my family. Racism once again, my family. Racism once again. And William has the same problem with Meghan Markle. That Meghan is a woman of color. And that Meghan would not put up with William's abuse. Remember, William would point his finger at Meghan's face, and Meghan will tell William, kindly take that finger out of my face. William is not used to that. He isn't. So my family, when an abuser sees you stand up to them, he'll do everything to destroy you. And that is what William has been trying to do for a long time to Meghan Markle. And my family, he'll keep on failing time and time again. Time and time again. And yet, UK media wonders, why is Meghan not coming to the UK? And yet they wonder. And yet they wonder why Meghan won't show up to the UK. No, it's hypocrisy, my family. It's hypocrisy. After everything that they have done to Meghan Markle, they wonder why she won't set foot in Britain. My family, you don't need anyone to tell you why Meghan won't set foot in Britain. You just need to understand what Harry said in his memoir, what happened to Meghan Markle. You will understand why Meghan wants nothing to do with William, Charles, Kate, Camilla. She is done with them. And the tabloids, they know that. I'm sure Harry also, he knows that very well. You know, even Harry must know that very well, my family. Meghan is done with them. And one of Meghan is even working even harder. Harder and harder, my family. Even there are talks of that Meghan is currently working on a very, very big thing, my family. A huge new commercial venture. There are talks of that. And the media is afraid. Meghan is not going back to abuse. That's very, very clear for me. I've seen that with my own two eyes. Meghan is never going back to abuse. Never, ever again. It's Harry whom they see as some kind of, what can I say? What words can I use? That they can lure Harry back. It's Harry whom they feel they can lure him back. It's Harry. It's Harry they feel they can somehow lure him back. My family. But even I don't see Harry even, abandoning his wife Meghan or his kids, my family. I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. I do not see it. Because if Harry loses Meghan, let me just say this, if Harry loses Meghan, he is done. He is done. He is done. He's completely done. Let's say he loses Meghan, hypothetically, and then goes back to the UK even. He's done. He's finished, my family. He's done. There's no helping him anymore. He's done. Meghan is the best thing to ever happen to Prince Harry, ever. And if he loses that, my family, he would have lost everything. Completely everything, my family. And the media, the tabloids, would have won in destroying this pair's life. My family. And I pray every day that they don't ever, ever succeed. I pray that they never, ever succeed. And the palace weren't happy when they heard that Meghan was coming with Harry to Balmoral, my family. And one that Charles called Meghan. And my family, here is what a former palace staffer said, and I quote, that you need an invite to go to Balmoral at any time. And they knew Meghan was not welcome or wanted. No one had replied to Harry and Meghan's messages. No one had invited Meghan to come. That's what they said. You know? That's what basically they are saying. And they are saying that Meghan wanted to insert herself into it. My family, Meghan wanted to come to support her husband. That's what Meghan was trying to do, my family. And clearly, the racists in the royal family did not like it. No wonder even when Meghan was holding her husband's hand as he was mourning the passing of his grandmother, UK media had a problem with Meghan, a woman of color, holding her husband's hand. Let no one tell you it has nothing to do with racism. It has everything to do with racism, my family. In my family, I have said that there's also some content about even, basically elder abuse by how they treated the late Queen, my family. But this piece is too long for me to discuss in just one video. My family, I'll speak about other things also in a different video. My family. And so my family. Now tell me your thoughts about what you have just heard. About what we have just discussed, my family. And they wonder why Meghan won't come to Britain. And they wonder, after everything they say about her, after the attacks, they wonder why Meghan won't come to Britain. They wonder. You can't make this stuff up, my family. Meghan is working extra hard to earn so much money because my family, she knows she is not going back there to abuse. And also, she knows after everything that has happened to her, there's no way she's ever going back to abuse or ever cursing to her abusers. So I don't think we'll be seeing Meghan being around Charles or William, for a pretty long time. My family, for a pretty long time. I don't see it, my family. I don't see it one bit. I don't see it one bit, my family. I don't see it. And also for Prince Harry, I understand that, what he said to my family. I miss my brother and my father. But after what they've done to your wife, I'm nobody to tell Harry what to do. I'm no one to tell Harry what to do. But after what they've done to your wife, there's no point in being around those people. It will only just further mess you up and also do what they want to achieve with you. Mess up your marriage, destroy what you have with Meghan. I mean, my family, Charles married a mistress. He married his mistress. And Harry took it, accepted it, my family. No matter how much he was unhappy about it, he saw how happy Charles was. Charles sees how happy Harry is and wants to destroy his son's life by attacking the woman his son loves, my family. That's Charles. A tale of, two different people. It's so bad how they're poorly treated Prince Harry. But my family, it's even more reason as to why Harry must maintain his distance from those who clearly seek on this to destroy his life. My family, I believe I have said enough, my family. I believe I have said enough. Now tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. I'd like to kindly please hear your opinion. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Bedana, Antonia, Baglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Have you noticed? I always say that, for Meghan, she definitely ain't coming back. And normally I say for Harry, there's this feeling from UK media they can get him back. And my family, I say that because Prince Harry went to King Charles' coronation, my family. I say that because oftenly you have seen Harry in Britain, but oftenly you have not seen Meghan or even Meghan's kids, Archie Elizabeth, set foot in Britain. My family. And my family, I don't know what will happen in the future, my family. I don't know what will happen in the future, what could happen in the future. But one thing is clear to me, my family, after everything Meghan has gone through, I'll always support Meghan Markle, always and forever. Meghan and her kids, and Harry, Meghan's kids, my family, Archie, Lilibet, always and forever. Now, tell me just about what we have just discussed. Let's basically hear your opinion, my family, about my family. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. And also, I pray that may God protect Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, and Doria Ragland, and that no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, and Doria Ragland ever prosper. May God protect them, my family. And what God has put together, let no man or woman ever separate. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.